Instant and delayed gratifiers can come in many forms, and many of us struggle with needing instant gratifiers to maintain our survival. So, what are some steps we can take to move in the direction of holistic healing, of being able to maintain survival using things like healthy, delayed gratifiers instead? There are two main steps that you'll need to take. Step number one is breaking the instant gratifier loop. Remember that adaptive response we talked about? We want to break the brain's habit of using that instant gratifier every time the sympathetic system is activated. There are different ways of doing this, and it really depends on how tightly your body has bound itself to that instant gratifier. For example, certain substances like narcotics or inhalants, or even ingestants like alcohol, we may need help to be able to separate ourselves from that bond. Things like medication-assisted therapy, which could be used in a short or long-term situation. Things like detox or inpatient management are excellent sources for you to separate from that instant gratifier. Other things like mental health care, which is treating the underlying cause. So if you're using an instant gratifier to deal with things like depression, anxiety, working with a mental health provider, using certain medications for the short term, or really trying to get assistance in understanding how to deal with the underlying cause becomes the mainstay of breaking that need for that instant gratifier. There's also options like reduction, avoidance, replacement. If you don't think you necessarily need external help, consider a trial, a period where you do not use that instant gratifier and see how your body reacts. Switch out decaf for caffeine and see what your body does. Or for example, switching out something like a simple carbohydrate for something like a complex carbohydrate, which we know offers so much more nutrition to the body. These are all ways to try to break that instant gratifier loop. One piece that I really recommend for everybody is have a support system. It could be the provider that you're working with. It could be an accountability buddy, somebody in this world that can help you move in the right direction makes the world of a difference. Step two is understanding the delayed gratifier that you intend to replace that space with. And to really understand the value of step two, we have to really go into the questions you want to ask yourself of why do I need this instant gratifier? Do I drink those cups of caffeine every day because I want to focus? Is it because I need something warm and I'm constantly feeling cold? Is it something about the motion of holding a cup or having something else to do while doing tasks? Also thinking about the positive memory. Sometimes the use of instant gratifiers goes way far back into things like eating cake or cupcakes gives you that joy that you felt when you celebrated a birthday. So when you're under stress, your body says, let's go back to feeling that joy. Once you understand the memory that's associated with it, you can then either change the memory, for example, eat more complex carbohydrates and feel that joyous sense again, so your body has a new adaptive response. Or you can go back and understand those old memories and try to create a separation in that way. And finally, time. When you think about the instant gratifier, how much time of your 24 hours does that take up? And what kind of delayed gratifier can fit that time? So start thinking about if you always drink alcohol or always use electronics for a few hours in the evening, can I start filling that in with a delayed gratifier in that same space and time? I hope this video helped you move in the direction of reducing your dependency or addiction to instant gratifiers and really work on developing more healthy habits.